It's Vibe Wichita. Just keeping it real, man. 24/7.
Trying to feed all that team when the grass is less green. Sit down, take a sip and let my thoughts unwind. Lay back, recline and vibe with me one time. See, I rose from the east where the sun gon' shine. Oh Lord, anoint the power. I was built for the grind. Traveled on
What up? What's happening with my family? It's your man Drew. Welcome to another episode of Vibe Wichita. How's everybody doing today, man? I'm glad everybody was able to make it, man. LT was good, bro.
Man, you know, chilling, watching these Summer Olympic Games. Shelly Ann Frazier putting it down, Barton County. Shout out Nico Hernandez, Wichita native, doing the dang thing. What up?
Man, the Olympics it's going down in the Olympics. How you doing, Pinky? What's going on, babe?
Oh, you know, I'm good. Enjoying the Olympics, you know, reminiscing.
P, what's happening? First lady, what's going on? How you feeling today?
Yo, I'm good. Last Saturday working ever, unless you in a wedding or a baby shower. So, you know, any events, book me on Saturday. I'm free.
I hope y'all heard that because she doing big things. You can do that when you a boss. Dark Mark, how you doing, man?
Good.
Just good. That's what's up, man. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Strap, man, it's been a minute, man. What's been happening with you?
Yeah, I'll be going by Olympic season strap, you know. The international mindset, you know, I bring in the other side.
The U.S., we taking these medals, man. We doing our thing.
Most definitely, you know, I have to support USA because I've been here for a lot of my life. But I have to say, I'm intrigued by people. These are gladiators, you know, and shout out to Jamaica. Shout out to every struggling country out there trying to just put their country out there.
Graham, Amsterdam Graham, man. What's been happening with you, bruh? What's going on?
Living life, man. But just living life, man. Enjoying every moment. And shout out to all the beautiful women in the Olympics. Like every country, all different flavors, man. Baskin Robbins.
Flavia Gay France, watch that. She's bad.
For France, you said?
She runs track for France. She's the black girl that runs track for France.
Yo, I got a couple more shout outs. Yo, shout out Michelle Carter, shot diva, bringing home the gold for the USA for the very first time in shot put. Shout out Simone Manuel, representing in the swimming pool. First black person ever to win a medal in swimming, you know what I'm saying? Simone Biles, representing in gymnastics, doing the dang thing. Black Girl Magic, what up? I love y'all, black women. Hey.
Oh, they doing the thing, man. Right now we're currently watching the Olympics. We're watching, is this the 100 meter dash? The finals for the 100 meter. But what we are definitely going to discuss today, we want to talk about cosmetic surgery. So you know what? We're going to take a quick break. It's Vibe Wichita.
You are locked into Vibe Wichita.
Mark Paris The Shop provides quality hairstyles as well as top-notch service and products for each of their clients. These renowned stylists and barbers combine knowledge, expertise, and the power of touch to achieve the desired results. They will go the extra mile to accomplish this mission with passion, expert advice, and the utmost professionalism and courtesy. So come to Mark Paris The Shop, located at 6100 East 21st Street, Suite 210 in Oxford Square, just northwest of 21st and Woodlawn. Craving something southern for lunch or dinner? Need a filling snack that tickles your taste buds? Come to Pinky's Poppin' Po' Boys, where they present a southern meal with a southern feel. Their menu ranges from po' boys and collard greens to hot peach cobbler, topped with a scoop of Rocky Road ice cream. So go visit Pinky's Poppin' Po' Boys and enjoy her famous po' boy with good southern hospitality. Hey, if you're interested in being a guest on Vibe Wichita, contact me on my Facebook page, Dramedy Drew. That's DRAMODY DREW.
The voice of the dub.
Don't touch the dial. Leader.
With your host, Dramedy Drew.
Welcome back, everybody. I've been seeing a lot of cosmetic surgery going on with, and not just with celebrities, but with people in general. There's a lot of women getting things done to their bodies. You know what? Men are too. Men are getting their chest done, their abs done, and stuff like that. Yeah, they getting their abs done. I didn't know you can get your abs did. But anyway, how do y'all personally feel about enhancing? I mean, I guess it depends on how you see it, but changing something that's in your body, something that's on your body, cheekbones, your breasts, enhancing your gluteus, your butt. I mean, what? I mean, I don't know what else. Oh, their lips. Did I already say lips? Changing your nose, doing some certain things to your eyes, doing things to your neck. Like, how do you guys personally feel about it? Because it seemed to really hit this, probably this millennium. I don't want to say millennium, but this decade, it's become really, really popular. It was okay the first 10 years past the 2000s, but now it's become pretty crazy. Graham, what you think about it, man? How do you feel about cosmetic surgery?
I'm not a big fan of it because I would like to see you as a person, and I know people have self-esteem problems, want to change certain things, but you're made that way for a reason. And I don't want to change anything about me because that's what makes me who I am. But as a male, I'm not going to lie, you know, it's kind of like a little fantasy world. Like, wow, it's like fantasy coming to life. Like, it looks good, but I don't know too much about it. I don't know if you can have, like, I seen something on television and girls have the implants in their booty or whatever, and it decays, falls off, deform. They have health problems. So I'm saying it's not worth it, man, if you ask me. Just work with what you have. Some people, your flaws attract some people. That's what I'm going to stick to, man. Just be yourself, because sometimes there's a consequence to it.
So what if would you date a woman that has some work done?
Honestly, to be honest, yes. To be honest, you know, yes, I would. I can't sit here and look at you and say I wouldn't.
Right. Okay. What if now, I mean, I guess we'd be going down a different street if we were talking about specifically what she was getting done. Like if she was getting her, if she got her cheekbones done and there were, you know, at some point, I mean, it's just going to depend on how you really see them from the outside looking in. What attracts us first is how they look, you know. So they could get something done to their face, and
but I'm gonna say this from this standpoint. Like, I feel like when you first meet somebody, the appearance is the cover of the book. After a while, appearance not gonna mean anything. So if you don't have the good personality, the good soul, I'm not gonna be messing with you. Like me personally, like the body, the appearance, that's just for me to approach you. So at the end of the day, it's about what you have inside. I know it sounds all corny, but that's the truth coming from me, man. That's what I look at, because if we're going to grow old together, our body's going to deteriorate. Hey, if you got the money to keep yours up, do your thing. I don't have the money, so, hey, we just going to be having to stick together.
Pinky, so tell me, from a woman's point of view, how do you feel about cosmetic surgery and getting certain things done to your body and changing some things? I'm not saying that I'm against it. There are some things that there's just some things about it I can't get with. How do you feel about it, Pink?
I feel like with the cosmetics, it started off medically. Like, it's medical. You know, if you got into an accident and your whole face is just distorted and you have the opportunity to give you peace of mind to be back to normal, that's different. I mean, it's nice to have an option to enhance yourself the way that you want. However, I wouldn't do it. And I think that for you to do that to yourself, you're not really accepting who you are and who you are supposed to be. I mean, how God made you. So if it's medical, by all means, do what you can for peace of mind. But other than that, you need to accept yourself first and know who you are before you even decide to do that. And why are you doing it? If it's just to attract a man, well, what you gonna do to keep him? You got him, but what you gonna do to keep him?
Inflate them breasts?
You just gonna keep enhancing them? You gonna keep a pump right there every time they say? Just
Do
push
something to your lips?
Yeah.
I seen Kylie Jenner They showed a before picture and an after picture. She is a whole different person.
She looked like you.
I'm talking about cheekbones, different. Lips, obviously, because she didn't have lips before. I thought she looked okay, before she started getting all them implants. I thought she was cool. Kendall Jenner she's raw. That's how all of them are supposed to look. Well, probably not Chloe. She was a little
Chloe
thicker.
is beautiful. I love her. Leave her alone.
Bad.
She is.
Chloe, holla at me.
And I like that she
Listening.
looked different. Because now it's a good thing that she's unique and don't fit in with all of them.
Chloe got work
in a
done,
sense.
though, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, Chloe, holler at me.
But
if you
once
listening.
I'm talking about when they're in their raw, natural
Tell you
form,
play basketball.
before they got any work done, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Right.
Strap, how do you feel about this situation, cosmetic surgery?
You know, like, she just sparked a thought in my mind. It's really true. Like, there's two aspects to cosmetic surgery, and she talked about if somebody had an accident and needed something for like facial restoration, and there's justification for cosmetic surgery. If you're having problems breathing and somebody has to fix a certain part in your nose or whatever, because if you play rugby, you play football, you box, sometimes you get hit and your nose, you can't really breathe until you have a cosmetic surgery where they have to take some bridge off your nose or something like that. There's justification through surgery, but if you're doing it for self-improvement, I also understand that. But we in the generation, because we millennials, we're in the generation of, we desensitized to it, because it started off with people having breast implants, and now we look at that as normal. Now it's got from that to the lips, from the lips to now butt implants, like you were saying. To me, it's all about how you perceive yourself, and if you're not comfortable in your skin, it's also understandable, because a lot of us don't see ourselves through different angles. We only see ourselves through the mirror, and the mirror doesn't show you the three dimensions of yourself, and so you don't appreciate yourself through the personality side. You're only looking at your physical and all that other stuff. I think it's just if you doing it to become a better person. I wish cosmetic surgery would also help your personality too. If there was cosmetic surgery for the personality, that would be awesome.
Man, what I'm looking at here is the average cost for cosmetic surgery. So a breast augmentation, average $6,400, $6,450. Eyelid surgery, these are what you blink with, right? $4,525. A facelift is $12,000. Liposuction, yeah, getting that the fat sucked out, that is $6,000.
I know, this is all
You would
affordable.
think, since that's probably the most popular one, that would be the $12,000 and the facelift would be $6,000, but no. And then you got tummy tucks, which are $8,000. Arm lifts, $7,300. Body lift is $1,500. I didn't know you can lift your whole body. Okay, that's different. They got chin augmentation, thigh lift, breast reduction, gynecomastia. Let me say that correctly. Gynecomastia?
Yeah, that's when you have man boobs.
Yeah, gyno, when you got gyno. Yeah. They're in the thousands of just the process of getting this done. There's people who get things done 1, 2, 3 times a year. They're getting something done. First Lady, how do you feel about this? Tell me what you feel.
Yo, I hear what everybody's saying. I'm not against plastic surgery, though. I think, a lot of women go through a lot of things. A lot of men go through a lot of things. And I feel like if I want a mommy makeover, I'm going to go get me a mommy makeover, to help myself feel better. I mean, it ain't that I got low self-esteem. But I feel like if I want to put on a dress and be bam, 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 and I can afford to do it, I'm about to be bam, bam, bam. I don't feel like, there's, I think the doctors definitely got to research those. I think there is a such thing as overboard, tiny with those blue eyes, but I do think there's a such thing as going overboard with some stuff. Yeah, those blue eyes, I ain't feeling them, but as far as, like mommy makeover, stuff like that, I wouldn't mind having, a little extra here and there, to make myself feel good about me. It doesn't necessarily have to, do anything with a male or attraction of a man. Like, it's for me.
Okay, so explain this to me. Just a question. Do you feel all these women are doing it for them?
No, I think they're doing it for opportunities. Sometimes if you have the good body and stuff like that, it does present different opportunities. I think some women are doing it for them. Some people have been overweight and they've downsized, so they do need to, get the rest of their body intact. I do know, women like that. I do know women that do it for the video girls or, the attention of a man to get, free rides to life, that big tricks, sugar babies and stuff. I mean, it's all types of women, all types of reasons. All options are out there. But, personally, it would just be like a little enhancement for the mommies.
Not a bad answer. I really can't argue with that answer. But, pun.
Oh.
No, maybe I need to think about it in a different way. But I'm going to use this as an example anyway. Kind of how people are for abortion. I'm not for it, but I'm not against it in certain circumstances. But people are going overboard with their breasts and their butts.
Troy, when you do it for yourself, though, I think that's vain. The phrase or what you want to call it, what it's called is body dysmorphia. And a lot of people, when they look in the mirror, they don't like what they see. What I equate it to
is that something wrong when they don't like it?
Well, the thing is, there's nothing wrong with having a problem with what you see in the mirror. It's about how you go about fixing it. We live in a microwave society where we don't want to take the time and put forth the effort to do things the hard way and the long route. So we go do things the easy way. We throw money at it. I see women, that have children and they bounce back. I know everybody's not the same, but who's willing to put in the work? That's how I see it. Now there are instances like I know somebody that got jumped, got beat up, face was the size of a watermelon, and they had to do some cosmetic surgery. And, I feel like that's what it's for. If you're in a car accident, you get burnt up, things of that nature. But if it's just you don't like what you see, do something about it to change it.
Right. Changing that situation. I mean, changing your body, that takes, to me, that option, man. Like, what if cosmetic surgery never existed? At least our country, because I feel like the United States is having cosmetic surgery is like changing your underwear nowadays. So if cosmetic surgery didn't exist, what do you think the attitude of the United States would be, at least for the people who are trying to look a certain way?
Just a quick thing, like answering that question that you asked. If it didn't exist, we'll still find another way to find self-dignity, because it's a battle that people have inside them. Because I feel cosmetic surgery is correlatable to going to the gym and working out. It's all based off transformation. But working out, they both have the same end. They have the same end, is an improved version of you that makes you feel good about yourself. And there's those endorphins that come when you look good in pictures and all that stuff, and people appreciate you or you appreciate yourself, whatever the end is. Well, I respect if there was never cosmetic surgery, there will still be a way. There will still be an escape thing that somebody would do to create a change in them. If it's what they call we are animals. We go through metamorphosis. Like, something has to change on you, whether it's getting skinny, whether it's gaining weight. Something has to happen, and whether for the good or the bad of how you feel.
Well, I just got one thing to say about the cosmetic surgeries. We all in here, we know this one person, and I'm going to probably drop the mic after this. The Queen. And I'm not talking about the Queen of England. I'm talking about the Queen Bee, Little Kim. And that's just what it is. Take that for yourself and chew on it. And that's just what it is.
That's when you get back to self-hatred, man. That's a whole different subject, man. When you talk about, black women and everything that a black woman embodies and how she just turned the corner away from everything that black women represent, man, that's deep.
It is rough. Why did you say that, Dark? Why did you say that? Oh, they were talking about that today. I was watching something, and they were talking about celebrities who have basically they've changed, like their image has changed within the first 10 years of them being in whatever they're doing. You know, she was an artist, a rap artist. Lil' Kim has changed like 8 times. She was a nice looking caramel, maybe a little bit darker than caramel. Like she was like a just a regular chocolate woman. You see her now, like she could have been a child on Step by Step.
Yeah. One thing, let's go back to working out. You know, working out gives you, it's a process. And I can guarantee that you'll be more satisfied with those results from working out than you would be from getting a surgery or enhancements, because you know the blood, sweat, and tears that you put into working out, and you can appreciate those gains more. When you go get a cosmetic surgery, you have surgery, then you leave, and it just doesn't have the same value. Another point on top of that is take for example, it's addictive. Take for example, people who get tattoos. A lot of people who get tattoos become addicted to it, and they don't know when to stop getting tattoos. I'm not saying there's a cutoff point, but once you get one, you might want another one and another one and another one. It's the same thing with cosmetic surgery. You know, at what point do you become satisfied?
Okay, so I was going to ask, with the cosmetic surgery, what is your opinion on the difference between cosmetic enhancement outside of surgery, i.e. nails, hair, false lashes, makeup? Would you consider it being under the same category as enhancement of yourself, so to speak, or is the surgery just too much? I mean, clearly the society can deal with hair and makeup, but then when does hair become too much? When does makeup become too much? Thoughts?
Because you can have cosmetic surgery on your hair. LeBron did.
Let's talk about let's talk about the psychological aspect of that. We in a generation where everything is sensationalized. If you go on Instagram, I'm imagining, and I've never been in that position of being a young girl raised up in this generation, and you see the amount of girls that on Instagram that get 300, 400 likes because of enhancement. And then you just plain, and you taking pictures of your dog, or you taking pictures of you drinking coffee. You know, like we in that era where sensationalization has created people to do things to create to form escapism. That's why every kid is walking out there with the same haircut. Everyone wants to wear the same shoes because we are trying to escape this body that we are in. You know, that's why we wear designer brands, so we could feel rich when we poor. It's the same thing unfortunately, with enhancement. Whether it could be surgical or it could be something that you take off. If you take it off, do you still feel valuable? The same way when you put on every coat, every layer, everything, all that fat transfer that you did, with or without it. If you value yourself and you know your value, with or without it, then, and you're doing it just to get a job, I understand. But if it's really for your spirit, then there's a problem. Then you're trying to escape something, and that has to start as a kid. And you see how we're raising our kids to the internet. And I won't lie to you, till Instagram, I didn't know there was so many beautiful women out there.
There's people who do have cosmetic surgery when they break their nose. They have cosmetic surgery when they have when they have cancer and they have to take out a part of their skin. You have cosmetic surgery, so they have to go in there and basically add like a fake muscle or something like that, just so that your arm has that balance, you know, or your leg has that balance, your chest.
But I would call that corrective surgery though, more than cosmetic. You know. Cosmetic looks. Yeah.
Well, it's under the category of cosmetic because it's the look. Cosmetic, if you think about it, it's the look
dealing with the aesthetics
at the end of it. But you're right, corrective surgery.
But that's not vain to me. See, they're trying to
no, it's not vain.
Bring back some sense of normalcy. They're used to that part of their life, and you're just trying to, you know, make their life as normal as possible.
Yeah, that's what I was going
versus trying to change something that they don't like. Strap brought up some good points though too, because Pinky was asking about, you know, makeup and hair and nails and things of that nature. That's just the society we live in. Black women, they've had to camouflage in order to be accepted in the corporate world, which, you know, I can't judge them for that. Personally, I like natural. If you can do it without it, that's great. But I understand that there are things that they have to do in order to put food on the table, and move in this society. So for them, it's more so a camouflage. That's something they can take off at the end of the day, though, versus a permanent change.
I've been in this industry for 11 years, cosmetology industry.
Oh.
11 years and counting.
You mean you're a cosmetologist?
Cosmetologist, fully licensed all the way around. I see enhancements every day, all day. Hair, makeup, nails, everything. So I guess that's why I have a different view on cosmetics and all of that, hair, all of that. 9 out of 10 women don't do this for they like men. I don't know what makes men think that they do that for men. Women do stuff for themselves all the time. Men like it. But we don't necessarily go out of our way to get cute for them. We don't have a problem getting cute, dolled up, and going to hang out with the girls and having a good time. Hair done, makeup done. I will say, when you get your hair done, your makeup done, your nails is done, that's called pampered. That's called feeling good about yourself. That's called great hygiene. If I want to go get a boob job or a piercing here or there or a tattoo, that's my prerogative. Who are we to judge that? Like, come on, you don't tell me. What's wrong if I look at myself in the mirror and don't like what I see? That's my problem. That's not nobody else's problem. So if I want to fix something about myself and you don't like it, you don't have to. You don't have to be around me. I'm going to love myself how I love myself, though, but respect where I'm at. Years down the line, I might say, dang, I messed myself up. But let me figure that out on my own. Don't judge me for how I feel about myself. As long as I'm trying to better myself for myself, why would you have anything to say about what I'm doing?
I think the moral to this situation is there comes a point where you can overdo it.
You can overdo it, but Lil' Kim, somebody could have said, stop, boo. You going too far. They could have told Tiny, hey, I don't think that's a good idea. You might be taking it a little too far. But guess what? They did it to themselves. They had to do it for themselves to see, that might have made them feel 10 times more beautiful. That's their own self, how they look at themselves. And now you got to evaluate yourself for yourself. And as long as she happy, who are we to judge her? Who are we to judge Lil' Kim? Who are we to judge Tiny? I don't like it, but she love it and enhances it to the best of her ability. But if that works for her, I applaud her. She happy. She's living. At the end of the day, don't judge her.
I'm going to say that. That's my personal opinion. I would prefer that, don't overdo it and you look like...
My personal opinion.
You look like Miss Potato Head.
And get whatever
you look like
you
Miss
need
Potato
to make
Head.
yourself happy.
You like Miss Potato Head with a face rash.
Well, let me ask this question. How does, as the supreme being and the creator, the Father in heaven, how does he feel when we go and change something that he created?
Thing to do, like what we do on the outside, is that a sinning to change what you look like? Like, at the end of the day, if it is, that's why Jesus came and died. Right. To save us from sin. The law was made to let us know we needed a Savior, that we couldn't be perfect. To let us know, hey, you need Jesus Christ to make it to me. So if nobody ain't gonna be perfect. I'm pretty sure he don't like us changing ourselves. But at the end of the day, I'm tatted and ain't supposed to be, pierced and ain't supposed to be. But I'm living my life to the best way I know. Right. That, pleasing to God, living a life worth, being a positive influence in my community, trying to do the right thing, living a righteous life. Hey, he's going to judge my heart, not my actions.
In defense of Lil' Kim, I want to throw this out there. We are speaking from the perspective of the consumer, and none of us here know what celebrity is. When you're a microscope, when you're an object that is being seen from very many different directions. I may be a good-looking black man, but to another race, I may not be. They may not look at that. Nobody knows the pressures of 5 million people buying your music. Nobody knows the pressures of 10,000 people commenting on your Instagrams. Do you read your comments? Everybody has their flaws, but when you're on the microscope, Because right now I have 100 people telling me, Strap, I like that haircut. And then one dude will say, man, your hairline is messed up. And that will mess up my whole day. It's just a normal thing, you know. When they call out your flaws, it'll be that one person that call out your flaws when you have 200 amazing things going on in your life. You focus on that flaw. Allah, look at LeBron James, amazing basketball player. He didn't have to take that surgery to fix his hairline, but he did it. Why? It showed you that he... Exactly. And we talked about it. You think you just talked about it. Guess what? If you talk about it, we have how many billion people in China that watch basketball and are LeBron James fans. So anything that you sensationalize and the internet has made it accessible to these celebrities. I could right now I could send Diddy a DM and tell him, man, you should quit. So guess if I'm feeling that negative energy, how many people are feeling that same negative energy?
You know, at the end of the day, I just want to say love yourself for yourself. Don't live your life for nobody else. Amen. Because there's many times, you know, everybody going to have something to say about you. If they ain't got nothing to say, they going to make up something to say. And next thing you know, you living your life for somebody else. So as long as you're happy, live your life for who you want to be and what you want to do and be happy doing it.
Shout out to those who are going to do what they need to do to make themselves happy. I don't really want to give a shout out to those who are doing it to those who are doing it to get the attention of a man.
They doing it, man.
They're trying to get the attention of men, these athletes, these celebrities, these
women
actors,
trying to get the attention of men and
music
don't
artists.
have cosmetic surgery.
Look at it. Nah. Y'all look. Dr. Miami is popping right now. He is popping. If you haven't had a chance to look at his Snapchat, I mean, viewer discretion advised. You look at his Snapchat, he's booked up for 6 months. He does a surgery every day, Monday through Friday. I say 8 surgery. He does about 4 or 5 of them every day, Monday through Friday. And he's booked up through 6 months out. The majority of the people he takes care of, he's enhancing their butts.
Man, I want to talk to all the Instagram models. Stop faking. If I see you wearing some workout clothes, doing some squats and saying drink water and all that stuff that you product placing, stop faking, because we could go back to your history and see that you were not looking like that. Like the number one thing I was told, if you introduce yourself flow first, if you talk about, it's the Eminem 8 Mile effect. Talk about all the bad things about you, then people won't dig into your past.
How many people really gonna do that though?
Because they'll do that.
I wouldn't put myself out there.
They did that to K. Michelle. She said she was all real. Yeah. And then, that stuff finds you. The truth will always set you free. Yeah. Stop lying to these young girls that you need to do Stairmaster for 20 minutes and you get a body like this. Yeah. Be real, but don't lead them to these bad places like, in hotel rooms where they put all these different silicone stuff on their bed. It has to be SDA approved, I think. But, stop lying. I have a problem with... You could totally see that body is fake, and you holding a water bottle and you working out. You say I did 20. Look at my workout plan and stuff like that. Embrace it, And I respect Johnny Blaze, who came out and said, "Yeah, I had my body fixed. It was my prerogative. I was not happy with what I saw, and I changed it, and I feel good now. Now I do. I show it to you." That's one thing I had to say about the fakers on Instagram, because we out here scouting.
Shout out to the dreamers. Shout out to the dreamers and those who want to be leaders. I appreciate everybody tuning in for it, man. Y'all stay locked in. It's Vibe Wichita.
You know what we do around this time? The voice of the dub has spoken. Thanks for hanging with us and tuning in to Vibe Wichita. Act like y'all know. Peace.